God says, it's an emergency. God has been trying to reach you. A secret courier is coming to your house, and this will shock you, so listen to me now before it's too late. Don't skip God. This is not just a message. It is a direct cry from the depths of heaven to the depths of your soul. The words you are hearing are not ordinary words. This is the voice of the Lord reaching across the noise, the distraction, the pressure, the pain, the confusion, and the busyness of your life, asking you to stop for just a moment and listen with your spirit. God says it's an emergency. That means time is not waiting. This is not about later. This is not about someday. This is about now, this very moment, when heaven is calling your name with urgency and fire. The weight of this word is eternal, and you cannot scroll past it. You cannot ignore it, because your destiny is wrapped inside it. God has been trying to reach you. Comment Amen if your heart is open to hear what God is saying to you right now. God has been whispering into the quiet places of your life. Through sleepless nights, He's been speaking. Through your tears, He's been present. Through the silence, He's been trying to show you something that your eyes haven't yet fully seen. But this is not the time for gentle whispers anymore. This is the moment where He raises His voice like thunder and says, "My child, it's an emergency. Wake up, come back to me, do not delay. There is a divine courier coming. A secret one, unseen and holy, on assignment straight from heaven, carrying something that will change everything. And it is coming directly to your house, into your space, into your life. This is not imagination. This is not metaphor. This is spiritual truth knocking on the door of your soul. This is why you cannot skip God. If you skip God now, you will miss what has already been dispatched for you. God's plan, God's favor, God's protection, God's angel, God's intervention has already been sent. But if you skip God, you might not recognize it when it arrives. You might turn away from the very miracle you've been crying for. You might close the door on the blessing that's been traveling through the dark just to reach you. God is not late. The courier is not delayed. But you must stay in position. You must keep your spirit awake, or you'll miss it. So hear this with everything in you. This is your hour of visitation. There are moments in life that change everything, and this is one of them. The presence of God is standing at your door. He is not asking for religion. He is not asking for perfection. He is asking for surrender. He is asking for attention. He is saying, please, don't skip me. Please don't turn away now. Please don't run back to what is hurting you. I am your God. I am your Father. I am your healer. I am your deliverer. I am the one who carried you through the storm that tried to drown you, and I am the one who has been keeping you even when you were too broken to pray. There are things moving in the Spirit right now that your eyes cannot see. There are answers making their way toward you, but you must stay under the covering of obedience and trust. The enemy wants you distracted. He wants you exhausted. He wants you numb. He wants you too busy to hear the knock. But God is saying again, it's an emergency. Pay attention to your spirit. This is not about fear. This is about alignment. Heaven is aligning something that your soul has been crying for, but the alignment requires your surrender. Like this video if you've ever felt that God was trying to get your attention through moments you didn't understand. When God sends a courier, it never looks ordinary. It might be a moment of peace in the middle of chaos. It might be a stranger's kind word that lifts the weight you've been silently carrying. It might be a sudden release of tears when you didn't even know you needed to cry. It might be a dream. It might be a scripture you randomly opened to. It might be a quiet whisper telling you not to give up. That is the courier. That is heaven's knock. And when it comes, it will shock you because it will touch places no one else could see. It will speak to things you couldn't even say out loud. It will reach you where even your own strength could not reach. But to receive it, your spirit must be watching. That's why God has been trying to reach you. He is trying to keep you from missing the miracle. He is trying to keep you from being swept away in the noise of everything that does not matter. He is shaking the earth under your feet, just enough to remind you that He alone is the foundation that never fails. He is allowing certain doors to close, not because He's punishing you, but because the right door is about to open, and He doesn't want your hands full with what cannot bless you. You are not forgotten. You are not unseen. You are not just surviving. You are chosen. You are marked. You are deeply loved. And because of that love, God is raising the volume in your life so that you cannot ignore His call. You are standing at the edge of something holy, something unseen, something powerful. What's coming is not just a season, it's a divine shift. But it must find you watching, listening, ready. Do not skip God. Do not run ahead. Do not fall asleep in your spirit. There is something in motion right now, and heaven is saying, you must not miss this. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that flips lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth brainwaves. People are stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles, but this breakthrough won't stay online for very long. Click the link in the comments before it's deleted. Every battle you've been in has tried to make you give up before this moment arrived. Every storm, every delay, every heartbreak has tried to convince you that nothing is coming. But God is saying, I never stopped working. I never stopped watching over you. I never let go of your hand. And now the courier is near, and with it comes what I promised. Restoration, breakthrough, clarity, direction, peace, protection, favor, provision, joy, strength. Everything the enemy told you was lost is coming back with interest. Everything the enemy tried to block is being delivered by the hand of the Lord Himself. Comment 1111 if you believe God is sending something divine your way. Let your heart be still. Let your faith rise. Let your ears hear the voice of the one who loves you beyond measure. He is calling you back into the shelter of His presence. He is waking you up from the spiritual sleep that tried to settle over your life. He is breathing life back into dry bones. He is speaking light into places that were starting to dim. He is reminding you that He alone is God, and He never breaks a promise. Stay close, stay ready. The secret courier is coming. It will not be loud, it will not be flashy, but it will carry the weight of heaven's hand, and when it arrives you will know. He has been trying to reach you not once or twice, but again and again. He has been calling your name in the wind, in the pauses, in the unexplained moments that seem to reach into your spirit and stop you in your tracks. Because this is not just another day. This is not just another word. This is a holy alert, a divine intervention, a cry from the throne room declaring it's an emergency and you are the one He's coming for. You have no idea how close the delivery is. You have no way of calculating how near the breakthrough truly stands. What's been released from heaven has already left the hand of God. It is not about being sent anymore. It is already on its way. This is the moment to wait by the window of faith, to keep your heart open, to keep your door unlocked with prayer, because a secret courier is coming. It will not come with fanfare. It will not come with a warning. It will not come in the way your natural mind expects. But it will arrive right on time, directly at the address of your pain, your questions, your waiting, your longing. And when it arrives, it will not be empty-handed. You must stay close now. You must not skip God. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the voice of the one who created you. Do not let weariness lead you back into numbness. Do not let routine make you ignore the knock that could change your life. Because this is not just about what's coming, it's about what's already been set in motion. The enemy would love nothing more than to distract you at the final hour, to have you turn away just as the blessing reaches your doorstep. But God says, hold on a little longer. I am coming to you. I am coming with restoration in my hands. I am coming with answers to what you thought would never be resolved. I am coming with healing for the wounds you buried. I am coming to rewrite what the enemy tried to destroy. But you must stay. Comment 222. If you trust that God is already on his way to your life, you are not waiting on a miracle. The miracle is already moving. The shift is already shifting. The release is already breaking through barriers. And what felt like delay was never denial. It was divine protection keeping you hidden while the pieces aligned. If God had delivered what you asked for too soon, it would have broken under the weight of your expectation. But he is not just a deliverer. He is a perfect Father. He doesn't only want to give to you. He wants it to last. He wants it to multiply. He wants it to bless you and not burden you. That is why it's taken time. That is why the secret courier didn't show up last year or last month. Because this is the appointed time. This is the hour of fulfillment. There are spiritual things taking place around you that your natural senses cannot grasp. But your spirit knows. That tug you feel when you worship. That sudden urge to pray at random moments. That tear that slips out even when you don't understand why. Those are signs. Those are signals. That is the Holy Spirit telling you to pay attention, to stay connected, to lean in, because heaven is closer than it feels. The presence of God is surrounding you even now, and in his presence, fear loses power. Confusion clears. Weariness lifts. The peace that passes understanding settles in. And suddenly, you remember that you are not abandoned. You are not being punished. You are not overlooked. You are seen. You are held. You are loved. There is something powerful about being the one God has marked. It doesn't always feel like favor. Sometimes it feels like isolation. Sometimes it feels like being misunderstood. Sometimes it feels like being delayed while others move ahead. But what you must understand is that when you are marked, you are also protected. When you are marked, you are kept hidden until the time is right. When you are marked, you are surrounded by angels even when you don't see them. You are preserved for purpose. You are carried by grace. You are shielded from battles you didn't even know were near. The evidence of God's protection is not always what you see. It's what never reached you. It's what fell apart before it could touch you. That's what it means to be his. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. And that is why he's been trying to reach you. Not to scare you, not to burden you, but to awaken you, to remind you that you have not been called to live numb. You have not been called to sleep through your purpose. You have not been called to drown in distractions. You have been chosen to carry light. You have been selected to walk with boldness. You have been anointed to survive things others didn't walk out of. You are not random. You are not weak. You are not broken beyond repair. You are his. Do not let the noise convince you to shut down. Do not let the disappointment convince you to give up. Do not let your emotions lead you into isolation. God is reaching out with both hands, not with judgment, but with love. He is not angry. He is not disappointed. He is not exhausted by your tears. He is moved by them. He bottles every one. He writes every cry into the story. He is redeeming, and he is saying now with urgency, don't skip me. Don't walk away right now. Don't silence your spirit. Because what I'm doing is bigger than what you lost. It's deeper than what you expected, and it's better than what you were praying for. You are not at the end. You are at the edge of something holy. And what's coming cannot be explained by logic or reason. What's coming will not look like anything you've seen before. Because when God sends a courier, it doesn't come to patch your life up. And now, in the perfect timing that only heaven understands, he is sending what your soul has been aching for. It may not look the way you imagined, but it will reach the deepest places of your being and remind you that you were never forgotten. The secret courier is not just bringing a moment, it's bringing restoration, answers, clarity, and holy intervention. God says again, with fire in his voice, with love that burns through every wall, this is an emergency. I've been trying to reach you. I've been knocking on the door of your life. I've been whispering through the chaos. I've been nudging your heart every time you felt alone. And now I'm speaking loud, clear, and undeniable. You don't have to keep surviving in silence. You don't have to keep guessing what I'm doing. I'm telling you, I'm moving, I'm coming, I'm sending exactly what you need, wrapped in my glory, filled with my breath, appointed for this exact hour. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what God is about to release over your life. This is not a coincidence. This message is not a random moment you stumbled across. This is not just another voice in the crowd. This is divine appointment. You are reading these words because God's timing is colliding with your life in real time. You are standing in the overlap of your cry, and his answer, you are right now at the edge of fulfillment. What has been held up is being released. What has been delayed is being accelerated. What has been unclear is being made plain. And it's not because you earned it. It's because he loves you that much. His mercy outweighs your mistakes. His grace surpasses your questions. His promises cannot be broken by time, by failure, or by fear. What he spoke over you is still alive. There is movement in the spiritual realm. Heaven is not still. Angels are not idle. Things are being stirred, shifted, shaken. Chains are breaking without your effort. Doors are being opened without your striving. Mountains are being leveled while you rest in him. The power of God does not require your perfection. It requires your attention. It requires your surrender. God is not looking for performance. He's looking for availability. He's looking for that open space in your spirit that says, Lord, I am here. Even if I'm tired, even if I don't understand everything, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm willing. So, if your heart feels like it's been under pressure lately, if your emotions have been swinging between hope and heaviness, it's not because you're weak, it's because your spirit can sense what's coming. Your soul knows that something divine is approaching. And the closer it gets, the more the enemy tries to distract you. That's why the warfare has increased. That's why the confusion tried to rise again. That's why old wounds tried to reopen. Because the enemy knows that if you stay in alignment, if you stay in posture, you're going to receive what can't be taken away. This emergency is not about fear. It's about focus. It's about shaking you out of spiritual sleep. It's about drawing your attention back to what truly matters. Everything that tried to pull you away from God was a setup to steal what's now arriving. But it's too late. You are hearing this now because the covering of God has held you firm. You didn't miss it. You didn't lose it. You are still on schedule in the eyes of heaven. The timeline of God does not run on human clocks. It runs on surrender, trust, obedience, and if you're still breathing, that means it's not over. It means there is still more, and that more is already in motion. There are things you cried about years ago that are just now finding their way back into your life. There are promises that seemed buried that are being dug up by angels and placed into motion again. There are places in your life that were once empty that are now being filled, and it won't come through manipulation. It won't come through desperation. It will come through divine delivery. The secret courier will not knock loud. The blessing may arrive in silence, but its impact will be undeniable. You will feel the shift. You will sense the presence. You will know that God did it. You won't have to explain it. Your life will show it. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow, but the page could vanish any time. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. God is not sending what you want to impress others. He is sending what your soul needs to become whole. He is not answering to put on a show. He is answering because he remembers every tear, every moment of faith, every sacrifice you made in the quiet. He is answering because he is faithful, not because life has been fair. He is answering because he sees the weight you've carried and he is ready to lift it off. But you must stay near. You must not walk away. You must not allow the pain to blind you to the promise. You must not allow disappointment to keep you from opening the door when the delivery arrives. Sometimes, the enemy will try to tell you that nothing is happening, just so you'll give up before everything happens. Don't believe that lie. The spirit of delay is breaking. The fog is lifting. The weariness is leaving. The oil of joy is coming. The robe of praise is being placed on your shoulders again. And the ashes of yesterday are being exchanged for beauty that only God can create. What the world said would never recover is being restored in the hands of the one who restores all things. You may not feel ready, but the courier is already on the way. You may not have all the answers, but the one who holds the answers is holding you. You may not have seen the fruit yet, but the roots have been growing deep. And what's about to break through the surface will be undeniable. Your life is about to reflect what your faith has been holding on to all this time. Do not skip God. And God is not whispering anymore. He is speaking with fire, and his voice is breaking through every wall the enemy tried to build around your faith. This is not just a season of encouragement. This is a divine response. The secret courier is already near, and it carries the power to change what looked unchangeable. Some of the things that hurt you the most are the very areas that are about to be touched by God's glory. Some of the situations that made you feel most abandoned are the places he's about to show up the strongest. He never forgot the promises he made to you. He never forgot the tears that fell when you were too tired to pray. He never turned away from the pain you didn't know how to speak about. That's why this moment matters so much. It's not just another chapter. It's the divine turning point where everything starts to make sense in the light of his mercy. Comment 555 if you are ready to receive what God has already set in motion for you. You don't have to keep carrying the weight of things God never asked you to carry alone. The burden that's been pressing on your chest is being lifted by his hands. The anxiety that's kept you awake is being silenced by his peace. The confusion that clouded your decisions is being broken by his clarity. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to control what you never had power over. All God is asking you to do is stay close, stay open, and don't skip the very one who's been holding your life together, even when it looked like it was falling apart. There is a reason the enemy has been trying to make you feel weary lately. There's a reason discouragement has been showing up more than usual. It's because the enemy senses that the delivery is almost at your doorstep. He knows the secret courier is almost here. He knows what's been released cannot be stopped, but he wants you to walk away before it arrives. He wants you to give up just before the answer touches your hands. But God says, stand still, stay grounded, be watchful, because what's coming is not ordinary, what's coming is divine. You have not been walking in circles, you've been walking through preparation. You have not been forgotten, you've been preserved. Every delay was a layer of protection, every closed door was a covering, every no was setting up the yes that truly belonged to you. You thought you were being ignored, but heaven was working in silence. You thought the breakthrough passed you by, but it was just being perfected before it reached you. You thought nothing changed, but in the background, everything has been shifting in your favor. Do not doubt the presence of God just because you didn't feel Him in the storm. Do not assume He was distant just because the road was painful. God never promised that you would avoid battles. He promised you would never fight alone. And through every night you spent trying to hold yourself together, His Spirit was closer than your breath. Through every season you thought you'd break, His angels were encamped around you. You didn't survive on accident. You are still standing because His hand refused to let you fall. There's a weight of glory coming that will silence every lie that tried to destroy your belief. There's a wave of peace approaching that will cover every area that's been tormented. There is a restoration so specific, so intentional, that it will feel like God reached directly into your story and rewrote what the enemy meant for ruin. He's not just coming to fix what was broken. He's coming to give you something better. He's coming to redeem what you lost and give it back multiplied. He's coming to remove the shame you carried in silence and clothe you with joy that overflows. The secret courier isn't just carrying answers. It's carrying alignment. It's carrying new strength. It's carrying divine connections that will shift your purpose into acceleration. It's carrying healing for wounds you stopped talking about. It's carrying blessings that make no sense to people who didn't see your private battles. When the door opens, you'll understand why you had to wait. You'll understand why it took this long. You'll understand why the enemy fought you so hard. Because the weight of the blessing coming cannot be compared to the pain of the journey it took to get here. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time with the clock of heaven. And what's been held back is now being released. The veil is being lifted. The barriers are falling. The heavens are opening. And this is not the result of chance, it's the result of mercy. It's the result of God's unwavering love that chased you down even when you didn't feel worthy. He never stopped believing in what He put inside of you. He never stopped calling you by your real name, beloved, chosen, redeemed, holy, victorious. Do not let doubt rob you of this moment. Do not let fear make you retreat when you're so close. Do not silence your faith just because you haven't seen the full picture yet. You don't need to see it all to believe that God is in it. You don't need to understand every step to know you're being led. You don't need to feel strong to be covered by His strength. Just stay where He planted you. Just keep your heart soft. Keep your ears open. Keep your hope alive. Because what's coming carries the weight of God's voice, and it will not be denied. This is the beginning of something holy. It is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of restoration, the beginning of overflow, the beginning of clarity, the beginning of walking in what you were always meant to carry. The pain you've known will not compare to the joy that's coming. The confusion that once overwhelmed you will be replaced by peace that passes every understanding. The heaviness is lifting, the air is changing, the room is shifting, and heaven is speaking directly to you. The feeling that something is about to break through the veil of your everyday life. That is not your imagination. That is the Spirit of God breathing gently over the surface of your heart. That is the echo of heaven calling you back into awareness, back into alignment, back into divine position. Because something is coming, and it's closer now than it's ever been. The secret courier is almost at your door, and with it comes the fullness of what God has promised you from the very beginning. It's not always easy to hold on when nothing around you confirms what your faith believes. It's not easy to stay anchored when the winds of life have tried everything to uproot you. But your endurance has not been in vain. Every moment you chose faith instead of fear. Every moment you chose prayer instead of panic. Every time you stood back up when life knocked you down. God saw it all. He recorded it all. And now, He is rewarding what no one else even noticed. He is answering the cries that were never spoken out loud. He is honoring the tears you wiped away quietly, the sacrifices you made in silence. This moment is not random. This is the appointed time. And the divine delivery is wrapped in His glory, signed with His love, and filled with miracles. Comment 1212 if you're expecting divine timing to collide with your life right now. There is nothing casual about the way God is moving toward you. Every delay has been strategic. Every closed door was intentional. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. If God had released the blessing before now, it wouldn't have been protected. It wouldn't have been fully formed. But now, every piece is falling into place. What once looked chaotic is suddenly aligning in supernatural order. And soon, what confused you will start to make sense in the rear view of God's plan. You will look back on the pain, and instead of bitterness, you will feel gratitude. Not because it didn't hurt, but because God used it to carve something eternal in your soul. What the enemy thought would break you only built you. What was meant to end you has become the foundation you'll rise from. The nights you thought were wasted are turning into testimonies. The wounds you tried to hide are being healed by the same hands that formed the stars. Nothing you went through will be wasted. Nothing will be overlooked. Heaven has perfect records, and God does not forget. His promises are not fragile. His covenants do not expire. If He said it, He meant it. And if you're still here, then the promise still stands. The secret courier may not look the way you imagined. It may not arrive through the person you expected. It may not come in the timing your mind planned for, but it will come, and it will be undeniable. Because when God sends something, it doesn't just change your situation, it transforms your soul. It awakens you, it redefines you. It reminds you who you really are, not in the eyes of the world, but in the heart of your Creator. You were never meant to blend in. You were never created to barely make it. You were designed to carry glory. You were called to carry light. You were chosen to live differently because the anointing on your life demands it. So many times, you thought about giving up. You thought about closing off your heart. You thought about letting go of what God promised because the wait felt too long, the silence too loud, the pain too sharp. But somehow, you kept going. Even when it didn't make sense, something in you kept showing up. That wasn't your strength, that was grace. That was the Holy Spirit interceding for you when your words ran out. That was divine help holding your spirit upright. That's the same power that's going to carry you into this next season. You're not walking in with empty hands. You're walking in with spiritual authority, with strength, with wisdom, with everything you didn't even know was being built inside of you while you were in the wilderness. Do not mistake hiddenness for abandonment. God has not been distant. He's been working in silence. The hidden seasons are the most sacred ones. That's when the roots grow deep. That's when your foundation is tested. That's where faith matures and endurance is formed. And now, because you didn't walk away, because you didn't let go, you are about to walk into something that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and hearts have not imagined. Not because you are lucky, but because you are loved beyond measure. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. The atmosphere around your life is shifting. The spiritual climate is changing. Where there was resistance, there will now be release. Where there was confusion, there will now be direction. Where there was weariness, there will now be strength. It's not just emotional, it's spiritual. God is stepping into every room of your life, every corner, every closet, every sealed-off place, and He's declaring life again. He's declaring hope again. He's declaring purpose again. Everything that felt like it was slipping away is now being restored, and what's being restored will be stronger than what was lost. Don't run ahead. Don't rush the moment. Let God do what only He can do. Let Him finish the work He started. He has not brought you this far to abandon you now. You have not cried these tears in vain. The promise is still alive. The purpose is still unfolding. And the glory is still coming. Stay present. Stay open. Stay rooted in the Word. The emergency is not to cause panic. It's to call your spirit to attention. Because something holy is happening, and you need to be awake to receive it. Comment 777 if you feel the shift already beginning in your life. God doesn't just restore things. He restores people. And you, beloved one, are being restored right now. Your joy is being restored. Your peace is being restored. Your identity is being restored. You are not forgotten. You are not discarded. You are not invisible. You are a child of the King. You are a vessel of glory. You are the dwelling place of the Most High God. And no darkness, no lie, no delay can remove what God has placed within you. The enemy tried, but he failed. And now you will rise. You will stand. You will walk into the very thing you thought you'd never see. And this is no ordinary moment. This is holy ground. This is sacred timing. This is the unfolding of everything He's been trying to reach you about. Because God says again, with love that refuses to be ignored, it's an emergency. I've been trying to reach you. Don't skip me now. Not when what I've sent is just a breath away from reaching you. What you've been sensing but couldn't fully grasp is the movement of heaven drawing near. The pressure you've been feeling isn't just the weight of life, it's the stretching of your spirit as it prepares to receive what it's never held before. The shaking is not meant to break you, it's meant to awaken you. The delay was never meant to discourage you. It was preparing your heart to receive something bigger, something better, something eternal. The secret courier, that holy dispatch sent from God's throne, is closer than ever. It's walking through every battle you've survived, carrying answers shaped in glory, drenched in love, and filled with breakthrough. Comment 999 if you believe your breakthrough is already moving toward you right now. You are not empty. You are not overlooked. Even when you felt invisible, you were surrounded by the eyes of heaven. Even when you felt like giving up, the Spirit of God was sustaining you quietly. Even when you questioned everything, he never questioned his love for you. And now he's showing you why it had to happen the way it did. He's pulling back the veil, lifting the weight, and placing you into the exact moment your spirit has been crying out for. The doors are opening, and they're opening not because you fought your way here, but because God carried you here. This is not just the result of your faith, this is the reward of his faithfulness. He promised to never leave you, and he kept that promise even when you couldn't feel it. He promised to work all things together for your good, and though it took time, the pieces are now forming something beautiful, and you will see it with your own eyes. Not someday, not eventually, but now. This is the moment where your obedience and his promise meet. Do not despise the days that felt small. Do not look down on the seasons where you felt hidden. That was the place where your roots were growing. That was where your strength was being forged. That was where your prayers were watering the ground for what's about to bloom. And now, just when the enemy thought he had you stuck, God is stepping in with a force that no hell can stop. He's sending the answer in a way that silences every doubt. He's sending the miracle in a way that makes it clear it was always him. The enemy would love nothing more than for you to disengage right now. He wants you numb. He wants you distracted. He wants you busy chasing everything else, so you miss the divine moment that's about to land in your life. That's why the temptation to disconnect has grown stronger. That's why the pressure to give up has gotten heavier. Because he knows what's coming is real. He knows what's coming is powerful. He knows what's coming will shift your entire life. But he can't stop it, and he knows it. All he can do is try to blind you before it arrives. But God is greater, his voice is louder, his power is stronger, and his plan is unfolding even in the midst of your uncertainty. The courier that's been sent is not just carrying blessings, it's carrying strategy, it's carrying wisdom, it's carrying divine timing, it's carrying clarity that will replace the confusion, it's carrying peace that will silence the storms. And when it shows up, you will know without a shadow of doubt that this was God and only God. This moment isn't about achieving anything, it's about receiving. Let your heart rest, let your spirit stay soft. You don't have to earn what's already been sent, you just need to be available when it knocks. And it's knocking now. Not at your physical door, but at your spiritual threshold. Don't close your heart, don't dismiss the feeling, don't silence the stirring inside you. This is the move. This is the hour. This is the response from heaven you've been waiting for. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. You have no idea how many prayers are being answered in this one divine move. Prayers you forgot about, prayers you whispered when no one was watching. Prayers for healing, for freedom, for strength, for new beginnings. God never ignored them. He just waited until the right moment. And now the right moment has arrived. His timing is perfect, his presence is thick, and his glory is about to fall like rain on the dry places of your soul. You will not be the same after this. Your life is about to carry new evidence. Your voice is about to carry new authority. Your heart is about to carry deeper peace. What God is doing is not just external, it's eternal. It's not just a change of scenery, it's a change of identity. He's taking what the world tried to label you with and replacing it with the name he's always called you: beloved, chosen, warrior, child, victorious. Let your guard down with him. Let the walls fall. Let the fear melt in his presence. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stay near. He will do the rest. He is already doing it. While you were reading these words, things began shifting. While your heart opened, heaven began responding. The move has started. The courier is in motion, and your life will never be the same. Don't skip God. Not now. Not when the answer is so close. Not when the shift is this real. Not when His presence is this near. Just stay open. Stay listening. Stay grounded in the truth of who He is and what He said. Because the emergency wasn't a warning, it was an invitation. An invitation to return, to be still, to receive, to encounter the love that has never stopped chasing you. Because what God is doing right now goes far beyond your understanding. It doesn't require you to figure it out. It only requires you to open your heart and let Him in. The secret courier that God has been preparing isn't a story or a metaphor. It is real. It is holy. And it is already walking toward your life with the very thing your heart has been aching for. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't been passed over. You are not invisible to heaven. You have been seen in the places no one else noticed. You have been heard in the silence. And now, at the appointed time, God is responding, not with a whisper, but with a holy release. Not with a distant answer, but with a divine encounter. This is why the urgency is rising in your spirit. This is why the weight in your chest feels heavier, not because something is wrong, but because something is shifting. The spiritual air around you is thick with movement. The delivery is near, and God doesn't want you to miss it. Comment 1010 if you know in your heart that God is near and you are ready to receive. What's coming will not just comfort you, it will awaken you. It will open your eyes to how carefully heaven has been watching over you all this time. It will remove the lies that made you believe you were alone. It will break the weight of shame you've carried in silence. God is not just trying to get your attention. He's trying to give you something eternal, something sacred, something that will mark your life forever. The enemy tried to delay it, to distract you, to pull you away just in time to miss it. But God never lost sight of you. He never gave up on the moment He planned for your breakthrough. This is not just about fixing something in your life. This is about transformation. It's about alignment. It's about heaven's hand reaching down and placing your feet on the path that leads you directly into the promise. For too long you've been surviving off of hope alone, but God is saying the wait is over. The time has come. My answer is no longer just a word you've been holding on to. It's becoming the life you're about to live. You will walk in it. You will breathe in it. You will see it with your own eyes and feel it in your bones. There are some blessings that cannot arrive until your heart has been prepared to carry them. That's what this season has been, not punishment. Preparation. Your character has been shaped. Your faith has been stretched. Your discernment has been sharpened. You are not the same person you were at the beginning of this journey. And that matters. Because what God is sending is not light. It carries weight. It carries purpose. It carries legacy. You needed to be strong enough to receive it. And now you are. The courier that is coming isn't just carrying a word. It's carrying divine timing. And when it meets your life, the things that didn't make sense will begin to line up. The confusion will begin to clear. And you will suddenly understand why certain doors didn't open, why certain people walked away, why certain dreams had to be placed on pause, because God was making room for something greater. And if you had received it too soon, it would have crumbled under pressure. But now, the pressure has prepared you, the fire has refined you, and the delivery has been sealed with the fingerprints of heaven. There are angels moving even now, assignments being fulfilled, chains falling, doors unlocking, prayers being answered. Even if you can't see it yet, your spirit is feeling it. That's why you've felt the tension. That's why you've felt the pull between fear and faith. It's not a coincidence. It's the evidence that the shift is already underway. God doesn't need your performance. He needs your yes. He doesn't need you to understand it all. He just needs your surrender. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You don't have to do anything to force this moment. You don't have to hustle for what has already been written into your life by the hand of God. What is coming by grace, not because you earned it, but because He never stopped loving you. Not because you proved yourself, but because you are His. He chose you long before the battle. He knew what you'd survive. He knew how many times you'd fall, and He still planned this moment for you. So don't give up now. Don't look away. Don't silence the sound of heaven that is growing louder inside you. Let it wake you. Let it comfort you. Let it remind you that you are not lost. You are not late. You are not too broken. You are right where God wants you to be, aware, open, and ready. The secret courier is coming quietly, but it will not go unnoticed. When it arrives, it will interrupt your routine. It will shift your atmosphere. It will break the patterns that were draining your spirit. It will touch the things no one else could reach. And when it does, you will know this wasn't from man. This wasn't from chance. This was from God. You've come too far to miss it. You've endured too much to walk away now. You've cried too many nights, prayed too many prayers, fought too many battles, and now, here it comes. The answer. The healing, the direction, the clarity, the strength, the restoration. The evidence of everything God ever spoke to you, now made visible, now made real. God is not asking you to fight for it. He's asking you to stay in position, to keep your heart soft, to stay present. Because in the next moment, the next breath, the next opening, everything could change, everything could shift. And all it takes is one touch from heaven, one divine interruption, one holy arrival. That's all it takes. And that's what's on the way. It's the same voice that called Lazarus out of the grave. It's the same voice that calmed the sea. And now that voice is calling you, not to scare you, not to pressure you, but to awaken you, because what's coming is already moving. What's been sent is already in motion. The secret courier is near, and the Spirit of God wants you fully aware, fully present, and fully surrendered. God says, it's an emergency, not to frighten you, but because what He has for you is too important to be delayed. It's too personal to be missed. He's been trying to reach you through the noise, through the weariness, through the weight. This moment is not ordinary. This isn't another passing season. This is the fulfillment of something heaven wrote about your life long before the pain, long before the loss, long before the questions. And now God is saying, don't walk away. Don't turn your heart off. Don't get so tired that you miss the knock on your soul. Comment 1515 if you know deep inside that God is speaking straight to your spirit right now. You've been walking through days that didn't make sense, nights where you couldn't feel anything, moments where you almost gave up, not because you wanted to, but because you were so worn down. You didn't feel strong. You didn't feel full of faith, but you kept going anyway. And God never missed a step. He never missed a breath. He watched every moment you stayed faithful when it felt like there was no reason to be. He saw every silent prayer. He counted every tear. And now He's showing up not to remind you of your struggle, but to reward your surrender. The enemy thought he had time to wear you down. He thought the delays would discourage you. He thought your isolation would destroy you. But what he didn't know is that while you were being broken, you were also being built. While you were grieving, you were being shaped. While you were waiting, heaven was arranging. Nothing was wasted. Not the pain, not the process, not the pressure. Everything was preparation. And now, the courier that carries your breakthrough is closer than it has ever been. The Lord is not coming with small answers. He is coming with a full release. He is coming with restoration you didn't think was possible anymore. He is coming with strength you forgot you had. He is coming to refill what life emptied. He is coming to remind you that His word doesn't return void. He is coming to prove that what He starts, He always finishes. This is not emotional hype. This is divine reality. The atmosphere is changing. The spirit realm is moving, and your name is on the assignment being delivered now. You may not feel ready. You may feel exhausted. You may feel uncertain. But the power of what's coming isn't relying on your strength. It's carried by God's faithfulness. That's why the pressure has been so heavy. Because the promise is so weighty. You are stepping into something sacred. Something that will break generational chains. Something that will shift not just your life, but the lives of those connected to you. What's coming is not small. That's why you've been through so much. That's why the enemy fought you harder than others. Because the call on your life is greater than you know. This isn't the time to give in to fear. This is the time to lean fully into God. When you can't see, trust. When you don't understand, surrender. When you feel weak, worship. These are not just words, they are weapons. They are keys that keep your spirit aligned with heaven when the world is pulling in every direction. And right now, heaven is closer than it's ever been. The veil between what you believe and what you are about to see is growing thinner. The delivery is coming, and you must be awake to receive it. You don't have to fake anything with God. He doesn't need your performance. He wants your presence. He wants your honesty. If you're tired, say so. If you're scared, tell Him. If you don't know how to keep going, let Him carry you. He's not asking for perfection. He's asking for openness, for trust, for a heart that says, God, I may not have it all together, but I'm here. I'm still listening. I'm still yours. That's enough. That's all He needs to release what He's been holding just for you. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. This delivery won't look like what you expected. It will be better. It will be wiser. It will come with peace that confirms it, and it will come with purpose that shakes you to your core. This is why He couldn't allow you to settle. This is why He disrupted the plans you made. Because what you were about to settle for was smaller than what He had for you. He had to interrupt you so He could elevate you. He had to strip away what wasn't aligned so He could send what was, heaven designed. There are doors opening that no man can shut. There are opportunities being released that your name has been written on for years. There are encounters coming that will answer questions you've carried since childhood. There are people entering your life that God has appointed to walk with you into the next season. And all of it is part of what's being carried by this secret courier from heaven. You don't need to chase it. Just stay ready to receive. Comment 1717 if you are staying open, surrendered, and fully ready to welcome what God is bringing. The Spirit of God is hovering over you right now, not far away, not above you in some unreachable place, but right here, surrounding you, resting on you. filling every space that was left empty by disappointment, healing every place that was left bruised by life. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not disqualified. You are perfectly positioned for what heaven is releasing. This is your confirmation. This is your turning point. This is the final stretch before everything shifts. Don't lose hope now. Don't disconnect. Don't retreat. Press in. Worship through the weariness. Speak life, even when it feels dry. Let your tears fall in the presence of the one who collects them all. Because something holy is about to enter your life, and when it does, everything will change. There is no mistake in the timing. There is no coincidence in the way your heart keeps getting pulled back to him again and again. That tug you feel is not your imagination. It's not emotion. It's God himself, calling, reaching, preparing. Because the delivery that's coming to your life is not a surface-level blessing. It's not a temporary shift. It's a deep, lasting, undeniable transformation that changes the entire atmosphere around you. This is not the kind of thing that comes every day. This is the kind of move that shifts generations. Comment Amen if your heart is ready for the kind of change that only God can bring. What you've been walking through has not been random. The storms, the quiet seasons, the unanswered prayers, the closed doors. They've all been part of something God has been building in you, because what's coming can't be carried by a shallow heart. It can't be received by someone living distracted or numb. That's why God had to shake things. That's why certain things had to break. That's why the pressure increased. Because he loves you too much to let you miss this moment. He loves you too much to let you be spiritually asleep when heaven shows up at your door. This is an emergency not because something bad is coming, but because something holy is arriving, and your spirit must be fully awake to see it, to catch it, to carry it. There's a courier coming, and it's not coming with small answers. It's carrying the kind of breakthrough that redefines your walk with God. It's carrying healing that will reach the very wounds you tried to ignore. It's carrying joy that doesn't fade and strength that won't run dry. You've survived too much to miss what's next. You've been through too many battles to back away now. You've prayed too hard, believed too long, cried too deeply to give up at the door of fulfillment. And now, with the enemy watching and trying to distract you in every way he can, God is saying, stay focused, stay rooted, stay soft, stay open. Because what I'm about to do will not wait for perfect timing. It will not knock twice. It will come suddenly, and you will know that it was me. Everything in your life is aligning for something bigger than you can see right now. The pain had purpose, the delays had direction, the wilderness had training, and the silence had depth. God was preparing you, not punishing you. He was stretching your faith, not abandoning your prayers. He was making you unshakable, because the weight of the answer coming will require a foundation that's been tried and proven, and you, beloved, are ready. This next move won't just shift your circumstances, it will shift your identity. God is about to show you who you really are. Not the version life tried to shape, not the image pain tried to project, but the real you, the anointed you, the called you, the chosen you, the one who walks in peace even when storms rise, the one who speaks life where there's been death, the one who carries hope where there's been despair, the one who stands with quiet strength because you know who walks with you. He's removing the old garments, the labels, the shame, the self-doubt, the fear, and clothing you in what heaven designed just for you. A robe of righteousness, a crown of victory, a mantle of purpose. And when you wear it, the things that once weighed you down won't fit anymore. The burdens that once made you crumble won't have a place anymore. Because you're stepping into something new, and nothing from the old season can go with you. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. The secret courier is bringing more than answers, it's bringing divine clarity. You'll begin to see things differently. People, places, assignments. Your past will no longer speak louder than your purpose. The voices of doubt will be silenced by the voice of God within you. What confused you will make sense. What discouraged you will become a testimony. What once seemed like loss will now be revealed as protection.